What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan the Man, and for this, I'll be live streaming a new game that I found on the PlayStation Now network called This is the Police. Now, going through the description, apparently you're a police chief and you go through a town.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go
And,
see how the professionals
You're
do
like a
it.
detective, or you handle different cases. You handle officers.
Some might say the chief of
Things of
police
that
has no
nature.
business
So it
in
seems
an
interesting.
institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that
True
in our
statement.
club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a
Alright, let me
pacemaker and dentures.
Just
Everybody
skip
wants
this part if
something.
He's just
But we have
gonna look at that. Alright. So I guess this is the town you're in and the different newspapers.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same: play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Alright. Good morning. Mayor's office announced your resignation. No comment. Wish I further answer all the questions from this situation. No comment. So apparently I have a personal relationship with the mayor. Definitely not.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Alright.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude. No warning. That's Mayor Rogers. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme.
Alright, I'm not.
It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains control...
Let's just skip that. Probably not important. Okay.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Very descriptive.
The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Alright. Tips on how the game works. Organizes work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Respond to crimes in progress. detectives, investigations. I can move employees between shifts. So several important characteristics. Professionalism, star. Shows how tired. Day off. Drink too much. So that's the bottles for. Okay, cool. Ooh, jazz. Alright.
Don't you leave me here. Don't you leave me here.
City.
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime for beer. Rooster crow and the hen ran around. She said, if you want my fricassee, you'll have to run me down.
Married couple ran over a homeless guy. Fucking bum. Alright, so we'll send two of our average officers over there.
I'm Alabama bound, Alabama bound. I followed you round from town to town. I'm Alabama bound. Don't you leave.
Goes well. Adult movies. So, looks like I got 7 officers of a SWAT team. Person escaped. Ooh, someone's watching. End the day there. So these are the people coming in the next shift. Cool.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise.
Oh.
Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the life. Heard about the look on his face. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business. So you could get a call from any of them.
Alright, I'm not gonna
Don't need to worry about any of them.
listen to this whole thing. You can if you decide to get the game. Francis Kendrick. There's our deputy. Domestic violence. Yeah, you can come back. Possess rank. Once a week. Let's start the day. Old record player, that's nice. Sweet ginger green. Alright, so at the bottom it says I got 16 total slots
Get sweet ginger green.
for cops, 6 slots for detectives.
Red is for danger, so I'm told. I know just what they mean. Gotta be bold, the whole sweet
I'll
ginger
put
green.
a third detective on shift A.
She's sweeter than Sue and Georgia Brown. Beats Lulu too when she's back in town. Now she can shimmy like Sister Kate. She's a dancing queen, fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger green.
Vandalism. I kind of want to fire all the old cops.
Now she can shimmy like Sister Kate. She's just a dancing queen, fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger, swing sweet ginger green.
I'm digging the music though. Offender caught. Frank Nero. Tired officer. Oof, drugs. Might take me on. So now we're down 2 cops on shift A. But we did earn money. Naked people on fire. That's always fun. So
Looks like we have a situation here.
Raincoat. If he's selling to kids, they won't want an adult. So that takes out the first one. Let's watch him from the stands.
11-11.
end the day. Feminists.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave
I've never actually had
lunatics
to
with their
deal
fake
with
smiles deserve at least a
people
minute of attention.
knocking on my door for
She
religious
patiently
reasons.
listens to them, asks
Surprisingly.
them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the base... But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, which of course means anything at all. But I can't afford to lose.
Hello. Oh, is there any...
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2.
At my police building, we find people faster than...
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more... Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives... And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
So this guy seems like he really hit a dead end in his life. What the fuck? Activist. Wait. City Hall wants me to fire up. Racist gang. They're capturing blacks and beating them to death. To kill all black doctors. How many people would that be? The detective, the lady. Well, it's only.
113 in progress.
Not a car. Screw it. I don't want cops to be threatened. R2. Okay, so the clues. Got a drunk machine gun. Few shots. Someone said he got what he deserved. Sounds like an asshole. So if she fails one more mission, or yeah, one more call, then I could fire her for 2 different instances.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here. 113.
Guess we're going in. Looks like an Uzi shooting at the car. Pick up some type of building. 2 cars passing. If you look at the clues, only one says it was a machine gun. Other one says muffled shots. Other one says I didn't hear anything. So I'm assuming the person had a silencer or a suppressor. Cat fight.
in progress.
Nailed the jab. Oh, racism is funny sometimes.
We've got a situation here. Complete. Complete.
Lots of fighting in this town. Retired cop shoots a pregnant woman. And the mayor says has no problem with racist.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd...
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again.
So this is our
I've got
deputy.
new
He doesn't seem like a
documents,
trustworthy
a new
person.
name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
So, let's see where we're at. This Deputy Kendrick, he's in hot water with the town over conspiracy with the Mafia. Now he's trying to leave, and he's asking for my help to help him with the Mafia. Do I help him or not? I don't want the Mafia on me. Sorry, Kendrick.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family. I wish them all the best of luck.
Low on energy. You know, you're no good to me when you are here, so yes. Wait, Birch and Birch Jr. Your son's an officer. Fuck you mean? swearing in Spanish.
210 complete. Officer present. Report we have a situation.
Let's sneak out the back.
213 complete.
That music. Pawn an antique necklace. Dress in a jacket. Alright, so Japanese or Chinese. We got a race. Don't look like you had a weapon. And the vehicle he got on was a motorcycle. Robert. Okay. So. So we got bald dude with a beard on a motorcycle. Guy with hair. Alright. Grab the bag. So we know for a fact it's not the dude in the gray tank top. Dress in a jacket. Put that there.
In progress.
Alright, you guys. That's gonna be it for this video. This stream. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to see me do more of these. Alright. That's been all. See you later.